Hello everybody, it's Carl here from Comic Culture and the Game Store in Lincoln in England, and today I'm going to take a look at what's inside the bag for Operation Battleaxe, Wavell vs Rommel 1941. This is designed by Mike Ranella of Take Aim Designs and published by Revolution Games. The developer was Roger Miller of Revolution Games and the graphics are by Charles Kibler, one of the best known names in graphics. Now look at the front, nice little sort of sepia coloured picture. Couple of the leaders there, looks like a 88 I imagine, firing at something a long way away. Quick look at the back. Obviously it's a bag so you don't really get a back, but you've got a bit of the map there and you can see it's an area control game. Okay, so let's have a look what's in the bag. First thing I'd like to say is I'm not a massive fan of bag games. I always have this problem getting stuff out of the bag. The bags are really, I would like them to be maybe an inch wider and an inch taller just to make sure everything fits in nicely, but it's not a big deal, it just annoys me a little bit. So the first thing we've got is this front sheet which doubles as information. Okay, so you've got unit information on there, combat value, movement factors, where it sets up, whether it's full strength or half strength, description of the control markers, there's an advantage marker, victory points, supply, you've got unit organization, parent organization, okay, for historical purposes really. Next thing you've got is of course the rules. Now 12 pages of rules, okay, quite low complexity. I mean the first page is just the index, then you've got description of the map, preparation for play. Now as you've probably seen from looking at the map, this is an area movement game and in fact it's based on the impulse system that's been played with lots of different games before, Storm over Arnhem, Breakout Normandy, etc, etc, Storm over Dien Bien Phu for one, which is one of my favourite ones actually. And really I like it as an introductory system. It's a fast playing system. The game's supposed to take about 2 hours, obviously not played it yet, but I'm probably going to play it tomorrow. So got the description of preparation for play, tells you all the different zones things set up in, sequence of play, stacking and control, the impulses, because you know you take it in turns to have impulses, movement, support units, so you've got anti-tank, you've got air artillery and you've got air support, you've got your combat, okay, when you enter an enemy zone for instance, you've got is the mandatory attack, then you've got the advantage, what you can use the advantage marker for, refitting, logistics, zones, they're located around the edges of the map, these sort of off-map boxes, special rules for June the 15th, victory conditions, of course, useful if you want to play to see who wins, and then you've got some optional rules, so more Luftwaffe, Consolidated 4th Royal Tank Regiment, and you've also got an extended game as well. Okay, index and glossary, so if you're looking for something to read, you've got suggested reading. The index and glossary tells you some of the terms, so if you're not sure what an escarpment is, you can have a look in here and it'll tell you where to look for it. On the back, more of that. You've got strategy tips as well, very useful, quick game. I mean, you can play this probably, you know, 3 or 4 times in a day if you're keen, and you're both fast players and don't think about things too much. But you've got Allied and Axis player strategies, and tells you a little bit about the advantage. Okay, let's have a look at the counters. I'll show you the front first. Now, these, you can see there's not that many counters. Okay, they're the Germans, obviously, the Brits, victory point markers. You've got some Italians as well. I just think these are gorgeous. They're fantastic size. The font's lovely and easy to read. I'm one of the many aging gamers and I find them, you know, really, really easy to look at and read from a distance. Not every company thinks about that, and they're big counters as well. You've got plenty of room on the map, so there's no reason to put tiny little counters on. It's not like you're going to have problems with stacking everything up in hexes. Okay, on the back you've got the reduced sides, obviously German markers, the reduced Italians. Really nice, some of the best counters. I think Revolution Games produce some of the best value games, but they're not produced cheaply. They are done very well, and they are, you know, very professionally done. The only thing I would say is I'd prefer if they weren't on maps, but that's going to make them more expensive. Okay, you can pretty much see the entire map in one here. It's a small map, it's boxes. You can see escarpment there and there. Otherwise you've got normal areas, normal lines between the areas. basically it's a pretty simple map. Every area is about the same. There's slight differences between them. You can see they've got a number on the area to tell you what the area number is, and they've got a modifier on there as well. But yeah, nice graphics, easy to read, lots of space on there. Despite the fact it's a tiny map, you've got tons of room, and I'll do a little breakout so you can see the map overall. Here we have the map to Operation Battleaxe from Revolution Games. Top left hand corner you've got Tobruk, above that the sequence of play, description of the borders, so normal or escarpment. Over there you've got the Allied Support Unit area, turn track, victory point and impulse track. Down here you've got Buck, and down here the Access Support Units, and here's the main part of the map with Hellfire Pass there, Solemn and Bardia. Okay, what can I say about it? Well, you know, if you're looking for a gamer's game, I've got lots and lots and lots of games, and I've got lots and lots and lots of games that never get played. So if I'm looking for something, I've got a friend, you know, coming round, and I think, well, I'd like to just play something that's going to last a couple of hours, and we can learn and pick up pretty quickly. You can pretty much play this out of the bag, I imagine. I think if you're an experienced gamer, you can have a quick flick through the rules, especially if you've played any of the impulse type games before, and play it straight away. These are actually games, and Revolution do a lot of this, that you're actually going to play possibly multiple times. And I don't know about you, but I can't say that about all of my games. Okay, hope you've enjoyed seeing what's in the bag. This is Carl Bown from Comic Culture and the Game Store in Lincoln in England, saying thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to click like, leave any comments that you've got, and subscribe to our channel for more of the same. Thanks very much. Bye.